good. Keep squeezing harder, 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 Nikky, harder.
We've come down to the circuit today to test Armageddon for the first time out on track. Chris will be driving as well as myself with our instructor Phil. Welcome to Brands Hatch. After arriving at Brands Hatch at stupid o'clock in the morning, we signed on and attended the driver's briefing. Then Chris and Phil got the car set up, ready to go out for the sighting laps. This was a great opportunity for me to learn the track, as I've been to Brands Hatch to spectate before but never driven the circuit, so it was a great opportunity to learn the track at a decent pace. Sighting laps complete, we got straight back in the queue to head out for the first few laps at full speed.
Here we are, Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. You've got the brake all the way to the turn point. If you were racing, you might use fourth, you might use fifth for that one. We're in fifth at the moment. Brake in a straight line down, one get a four down, another one to third, blend the car in. Feed the power gently at first. And as you unwind the lock, you can squeeze it harder and harder and harder.
Only my second time out, feeling like I've done a really good job.
How's that?
A bit hot in there. No, it's good. Felt really good.
Good.
Close to the time, only 3 seconds off it.
Already? Jesus, gonna beat it, aren't you?
Bit of a silly comment to make, because after the second time out with Chris, when he was starting to go a little bit quicker and the systems were working, I soon realised that that time that he had set was barely a warm-up pace. This is a little bit more reflective of how fast I was going around the track. Now it's my turn to be passenger and see what Chris was really capable of.
Get sick or anything, just say you need to go in, it's fine. I won't be going that quick anyway, it's just getting used to it.
That's fine.
And making sure it doesn't kill the brakes. Cheers.
few laps in to get the car warmed up, Chris started to pick up the pace a little and see what the car could really do. Then Chris suddenly backed off, and I didn't really know why, because when you're in the car you can't really hear each other talking. I soon realised that it dropped into limp mode. Once we got back to the pits, we had a device that we could plug into with not much success. With all the lights flashing on the dash, we thought it was game over. The code wouldn't clear, the ABS was cooking the rear brakes and discs. But by some miracle, we managed to get it out back on track again. Where we have the 0.1 shifter, the gears are a lot closer together, so running through the whilst we're in the pit garage felt a safer thing to do than having any mishaps on track.
With the safety systems off, you might feel a bit more scaredy bear, but you don't need to do anything different to what you've been doing, but you do need to be consistent and keep doing what you were doing. Yeah. If you start changing things now, it's going to unsettle you in the car. Again, no need to think about speed, think about smoothness, remember the lines, minimise the steering inputs, and everything will come to you. Just make sure he's happy, gives you the thumbs up. Are we good? Code, then ignore it and look for the apex, which is the orange one. If it's clear, use the whole width to the circuit to the left. Now head to the right hand side. Once you start braking, keep braking all the way to the cone and then turn left. We're going to stay on the right. Few laps, just testing it and getting back into the flow, the ABS was actually staying off and we were able to get full power.
going a bit more, the track started to clear and I was able to pick up the pace a little bit and gain a bit more confidence. So with Phil's advice, I was taking the corners smoother and braking at the right points, etc., and starting to really build up the momentum, and it felt like a really good session. I think overall my best time ended up being just over a minute. So loads of room for improvement still, but it's amazing what you can do in a day and how you can see that progression from tootling around the track to actually starting to pick up the pace a little bit more.
The hardest cars to see, like that little one, right one we went past. So typically what I do is get the guests to tip the mirror slightly down, because then you see the top of the roll bar, because they're like this height. They don't usually mix that sort of cars.
After a quick debrief and some tips from Phil for next time, it was time for Chris to head back out on his own to see what the McGann was really capable of and see how far he could push it. Because we were running the Garmin Catalyst, we were able to download the lap times, etc., to sort of have a little bit of review at track, but also have data and footage we could take away to use at a later date. Chris pulled a 56-second lap out of the bag, and with the potential to go another 2-3 seconds faster. He even got into a little battle with a fellow McGann, which happened to be a customer of ours. and then click the brake. Once it was back in the pits, we gave it another check over just to see that everything was running as it should. Overall, we're really happy with the performance, especially the Nankang AR ones.
I'll set you out at 28 PSI. Yeah. Even at those paces, we're running 34 of them. So we can start a lot lower. 21, 22, you'll be right. Spreading the pressure. We're not up to operating pressure temperature yet on the tyres, but we're in a mid to late 60s, 70s to 80s. Yeah. The spread's quite interesting. So inboard 60, 62, 64. So that's pretty easy. That line will degree, but until you can really get into the temperature range of the tyres, you know exactly. So you can't. Yeah.
In theory, we can just see if we've got an 8 degree spread across the tyre. As long as we haven't got anything more than 8 degrees spread across the tyre, we'll have full traction and get a crack on.
A nice sort of blue colour to it. Sort of steely grey blue. That one's a bit hot. You can see that it's struggled because the whiteness of it.
Yeah.
Behind, just after the white on the hub, that's just the paint going off, isn't it? That's the big issue.
All in all, it was a successful day, so we were really happy with how the product performed that we were testing. There's some that we might need to swap out and test others, but make sure you like and subscribe so you can see our next track visit and how we get on.
It's good. Keep squeezing harder, 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 Nikky, harder. That's it. Then turn. Good lads. Well done.